So, earlier we had been talking before we came down. There's a whole thing going on at Wendy's, which is, they're the most expensive franchise restaurant out there. And a lot of customers are outraged over the reported plan to implement surge pricing, which is basically just price gouging, which seems to be happening in many places now because it's happening in supermarkets. People are saying, well, the price of food is so high.
Yeah.
Not realizing it's not the government that's making the price of food so high. It's the supermarkets that are making the price of food so high. The same thing seems to be happening with look at me, I'm doing a scooter.
Are you doing a bike?
I'm on a scooter. No, I'm on a scooter right now.
Uber?
Uber.
Okay.
Uber. What?
Oh.
Well, no, I just want to, can I just get to the, okay.
Go ahead.
And like so many, like Uber seems to be doing the same thing, saying, well, if you go at this hour, we're going to charge you this much.
If it's
raining, we're going to charge you this much. What the hell is going on? Now, I'm supposed to say that Wendy's clarified things saying it's dynamic pricing. It's a price gouge. It doesn't, just because you're offering discounts, if people have a fixed time that they go, this is when they can go. What are you doing? Don't answer me. Y'all answer.
So wait a minute.
What do you
first
think?
They had a surge and now they're having discounts because of pressure.
They were thinking about doing that, and then they said, well, no, it's just really a price surge. But it's a gouge because they don't have to do it.
I see. Well, what's the difference? There were early bird specials, and that's a time of the day where a lot of people are not eating, so the prices are a little bit lower.
Well, they're a little bit lower, but that doesn't change all during the course of the day, and it's the most expensive one. And how come you get to do that when people are struggling? Yeah. We talk about this all the time.
This is capitalism. They can't worry about people struggling.
They gotta.
When you talk about Uber and concerts and plane tickets around the holidays, these
supermarkets.
That's not my point. I'll leave that. Point? When I think of surge pricing or dynamic pricing, I think of Ubers, I think of concert tickets, plane tickets, the supply and demand of capitalism, as you're referring to.
Yeah.
Food is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So when you think of fast food, it's about convenient food. So the people getting hit by these are people that already have chaos. They are not going to do something fun. They are feeding their families. Mm-hmm. They are working 2 jobs. They don't have the luxury of the early bird special. So I think that's the point that hits me a little different here, is that I recognize it's business and operation, but it's going to hit people that need it the most.
If you tell business to worry about people who can't afford it, they call you a communist.
Yeah.
So
then call me a communist.
Okay. They changed what they were doing, because originally they were going to surge the prices at peak time. So say dinner time, which would hurt families like the one I grew up in that
often eat fast food for dinner. According to supply and demand, shouldn't they lower it?
Well, so what they're now doing is they're lowering it at other hours.
All of this, by the way, let me just put my legal hat right quick. They said that, and they're telling me to do it in my ear.
Yeah.
Wendy's has never surge priced. They then started to introduce this dynamic pricing system, and they have said that they won't raise prices at peak times.
So the good news is when I get my 2 a.m. chicken nuggets, they're going to be cheaper, actually. I like that.
That's right. And I felt, as someone who grew up in poverty, I was very concerned when I heard about this, right? However, upon further research, an interesting fact is the more money you make, the more fast food you eat. And so in fact, people actually eat more fast food as their income levels go up. I suspect it's because you're working so hard.
Looking at Wendy, one of the most expensive franchises in the United States, this went skyrocket on their prices. Their food increased. It's a fast food restaurant. They need to increase their food depending on the time of the day and depending when people are coming more, which was ironic. When people are coming more, they instead increase and to be very expensive. Whoopi say even when he goes to the store, you see people say now they hold their ticket and say this has double the price, that double the price. According to Whoopi, those people don't have to be blamed. The person that have to be blamed is the people like the food market people. They are the ones to be blamed that increase the food. So for that reason, fast food is expensive. Whoopi said there's no reason for that, because as an entrepreneur, you write what to do with your business. And as an entrepreneur also, sometimes they decide just increase the price because in the food market prices have increased. They'll increase gas. People in gas will just increase. People everywhere are just increasing. So upper come up with an awareness that is very necessary for them to reduce prices for the less privileged and people. One of the things that it has been known that most at time people who have a lot of money, they eat in a restaurant, which shows that they are busy, they don't have time to have a conversation, and they don't also have time because they are working so hard. Out of that working so hard, they don't have time to cook their own food. So obviously the one who remain and cook their own food is always those who don't have a good it's only those who don't have enough money that will do that. But according to Sony, according to Jobea, also that's a lie. She will disagree with that because cooking a pasta does not take you too much. It's very easy. So some people just want to be lazy, and especially if they can afford it, just afford it rather than cook it at home, which is save a lot of money. So that was some argument the women in the view. But actually on that view, they had to make a call. The producer called Sony with a leaker hat and told Sony that no, that is not what Wendy was saying. They gave a different narration, which was different. They gave a different narration, which was very, very different. But it creates fan awareness because even Uber got over just increase. Everything is increasing because people take advantage in such moment. People usually take advantage in some moment. So that is why people are selling the food market, people are selling the gas station. They also take advantage. People who sell gases also take advantage in such a scenario. So according to Whoopi, they cannot be blaming the government for that. They cannot blame President Biden because President Biden is not in control of people's stores and everything. He's just the president, is a leader base. When it happens, they'll be blaming the government. So they cannot blame nobody. All they can blame is themselves, according to Whoopi. So basically, what do you really think? If you are not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. Happy Black History Month. This is Black History Month. Today is the 28th and tomorrow is the last day. That's why I'm dressed in beautiful attire. God bless you. If you are not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video.